Okay, so quick battle here against Pokelord. This is him trying to avenge his losses to me. And this was a fun battle. So I expect a superpower on my Tyranitar. I get a Thunder Punch, and right here I've already wasted Rotom. And it's like, all the stupidity. Stupid switches cost me this battle, more or less. Or at least the pace of the battle. I couldn't dictate the pace. I was always on the defensive, and it sucks. It really sucks. So I trick Electivire, he Ice Punches me, which is funny because that's exactly what happened last battle, and I get a Freeze, and an Instant Thaw, which happened last battle as well. And I just Shadow Ball just to get some damage on it. But realistically, I should have switched out. I could have set up a Fortress. Hell, I could have came back in with Tyranitar if I wanted to. But there were so many stupid things going through my head, I'm just like, So, I switch into Heatran, and I set this up way too early. And right here, after the sub, seeing how he's choiced, I should have freaking plumed, but I didn't. I tormented, which is pointless, because he's going to die to Sandstorm soon anyway. So, yeah, it was dumb, but I figured, hey, Torment, he's choiced, he only gets one move, so he'll struggle. Which breaks my sub, which is another, oh, what the bleep moment. Because the next thing that comes in, and the fact that I would have had a sub and I could have KO'd the switch in coming in next, which is this thing, which, again, Rotom could have dealt with, Tyranitar could have dealt with it, now that I think about it. But I switch into Gyarados because I'm thinking this is the only thing that's going to stop it, and I'm hoping for no flinches, and I really wasn't expecting a Hidden Power Ground, but I got one in the face, and Gyarados is like, oh, hey, look at me, nom 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 nom. And nothing happened. And he starts air slashing. I'm praying there's no flinch. And I didn't get the flinch. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, here. You flinch now. You flinch. Take that. And there's no flinch. So, no hacks going my way for a bit. Granted, for my stupidity, I shouldn't have to worry about it. And he takes out Yanmega and sends in Sceptile. And if this is like the Sceptile I battled in our first battle, it's gonna have Stone Edge, so I roar. Because I want to see more of his team before I make a few decisions. Unfortunately, it's Yanmega coming back out. And he's going to switch out again. And he sends Sceptile right back in. And, I was assuming he would have switched something else in. Thinking I would predict his switch back into Sceptile or something. But now I know he's trying to use that Rock Slide like he used our first battle. So I send in Fortress. And he Rock Slides. And I'm still iffy on what set it has. I don't know. Is it choice? Is it mixed? Whatever. So I use Toxic Spikes. And I want to get some hazards up. He air slashes. And here's where Hack starts to go his way. He gets a crit, because this is especially EV trained, defense-wise. And he gets a flinch. So I'm like, what the hell? And he air slashes again. Leaves me at 20. I get Toxic Spikes. And that was a waste. It was a gigantic waste. And I'm thinking that's ridiculous, but whatever. So he Silver wins. Just thinking of Bug Buzz, but I was like, no. He's expecting me to switch out. I'm like, there's no point at this point. I need to just take what I can get. So in comes Gyarados. I don't think he wants to switch him out, seeing where his health is at. So he's going to air slash me. I don't flinch. I waterfall, and that takes care of something that could have been easily dealt with. But with stupidity and all that good stuff, I dealt with it the best way I could. I'm not perfect. And, yeah. So out comes Sceptile. He gets Toxic, and he's trying to Rock Slide me again. And it's like, okay, I'll switch in Tyranitar, since I can't switch in Fori. And seeing where he's at, and knowing what this was EV'd for, I'm going to Stone Edge, and in comes Espeon. Gets Toxic. Stone Edge. And I'm like, alright, cool, I just netted myself a KO. That's awesome. He tells me it lives with 1 HP in the chat. Not that it matters with Sandstorm and everything in effect, but that's silly. So in comes this bastard. I like using them, but I don't like him being used against me, because it's a mind game. You don't know what he's going to do half the time. You can only assume. And in this case, it doesn't really matter, because Intimidate's going to stop whatever he's going to do, because Gyarados resists all of his attacks. But He's going to take out Scizor. He's life orbed. I didn't notice that until later, and that cost me something. So I rest up here, figure it's a good opportunity. His Blaziken has Thunder Punch, and I'm pretty sure I can take one, but at this point, I can't leave things to chance. I really can't. I wasted so many Pokemon at the beginning of this battle. It's just, trying to survive here. So I send in Latias, thinking he's gonna Thunder Punch. He superpowers, which is kind of cool because now his attack's gonna drop, his defense is gonna drop. This is gonna net me a free Calm Mind. And my stupidity, I completely forgot about Scizor, and you know it's coming in. So in comes Scizor, and I Calm Mind. And this is what I'm thinking. Is he going to X Scissor? Is he going to U-turn? Is he going to Pursuit? Does he even have Pursuit? Is he Choice Banded? I forgot that he was Life Orbed. So I switch out, and he Pursuits. And he's Life Orb boosted. His attack's all the way up. Yeah. So Latias goes down. And that sucks, because that was a big, nit thing in my team. She needed to be in my team for me to live. And the Sandstorm glitch happens, where it starts raining and Sandstorm goes, and we all take damage. So this really doesn't benefit me at all. So I send a Gyarados to get the Intimidate. Here comes Blaziken. I use Sleep Talk, and I'm lucky to get Roar. And I bring back out Scizor. And there's no Intimidate, so I think he's going to try something. But I'm not entirely sure who's faster. So I'm fast asleep, I use Sleep Talk, and I get Waterfall, and that's the greatest thing ever. Now I know I'm not going to KO. Wait a minute. What? A crit? For me? No way. Luck likes me. So that deals with a huge threat. No matter what shape or form Scizor's in, he's a threat. Even if you're Super Captain Prediction, he's going to leave dents in your team. So I have to stay in on the Thunder Punch. I have nothing else that can take it. And I live it. I wake up, Waterfall, there goes Blaziken. So I'm fighting back. I'm not done with this yet. And the chat was funny. Pokelord's like, "Oh, that's a bunch of crap. Oh, that's a bunch of crap. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Oh." Well, not like that, but I'm pretty sure he's thinking to himself, "That's ridiculous." And Gyarados hangs on by a thread. I still don't know if this is banded or not, so I send in Tyranitar. I'm going to sack him just to make sure. And looking at what it did a lot. It did a hell of a lot, so I know it's banded now. I see no point in keeping Tyranitar at this point. So I'm going to leave him in, get some more Toxic and Sandstorm in his face. And, you served me well, buddy. And you fixed the glitch. The glitch Sandstorm of Doom, where it damages my pokes 2 times, is gone. And in comes Gyarados to Intimidate for 1. Knowing he's locked on Earthquake, it's game over. It was a good game. My stupidity made this really epic 17-minute battle. Pokelord, man. It's a good game, dude. It was fun. Comment, rate, subscribe, and shout out goes to... I don't know. No one asked.